Amazing.
So how badass are you really? Like, what percentage would you say of you is very Wonder Woman?
Well, we did a lot. I had a lot of bruises during the shoot, that's for sure.
Oh, that's wow. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of questions. We have friends from the media that came from all over the country, and now that Chris is back. 好，我知道今天呢，其实我们有很多媒体的朋友呢，从全国各地赶到上海。那接下来的时间就交给大家，对，也可以拍照了，也可以视频了，什么都可以。那么现在我们请我们的工作人员为我们的媒体朋友递一下话筒。我们接下来进行我们今天的 Q&A。好 ，Alright, so now we're gonna take some questions from the audience, from our friends from the media. I'm sure everybody has so many things that they want to say. Let's see what kind of questions we get. Right, this is like right after they saw these clips for the first time. 好，来，因为屋子比较大，所以请拿到话筒的朋友就直接举手站起来，直接讲话，让我们看到你在哪里。
哎，你好，
我
想问一下，刚刚看到您的这个电影非常的精彩，然后您的这个角色也非常的完美，她是一个，真的是一个神奇女侠，她正义，然后漂亮，又特别的有战斗力，同时又很浪漫。那这个完美的角色，您在诠释的时候是如何把控的？然后还有一个问题是说，因为可能这个角色太深入人心，可能之后有很多影迷见到您就说，您不是这样，您就是神奇女侠，您会不会担心自己被定义、被标签这样子？谢谢。
So as Wonder Woman, you speak all languages.
Bad Mandarin.
Okay, so his question for Gal is, first of all, Wonder Woman is the perfect woman. She's beautiful. She has so much power and strength and, you know, justice. How did you prepare and how did you play this role? And also, because it's such a memorable character, do you have any fear of being, you know, labeled as Wonder Woman from here on out?
Okay, so I'll start with the first question.
Yeah.
It was really important for all of us that Wonder Woman can be relatable. Because at the end of the day, she's a goddess, and it's kind of hard for a human being to relate to her, to someone who's a god. And we figured that the right way to portray Wonder Woman would be to show that she has flaws as well. And what's so interesting for me as an actress in Diana is that she can be, you know, she's a warrior but she's so many other things. She can be confident but vulnerable, and she can be, you know, fierce but curious and blunt and you know, joyful and still focused on the mission. And the fact that she's not perfect and the fact that she owns her flaws and she feels comfortable showing her weaknesses, those are the things that, to me, you know, it makes me love her so much, because she's not perfect. But at the end of the day, she's a warrior who also believes in love and peace. And for the second question, do you want to
Sure, yeah, just let me, yes. 基本上呢，第一个问题呢，他是说，因为他本身神奇女侠是神，所以怎么让人在看电影的时候还觉得不会那么有距离感？所以呢，他要演出所有 Wonder Woman 的这些她的缺点，她也是有缺点的。这些缺点呢，会让她自己，也让大家会更爱她。OK。
Second question
was, do you have any concerns about being labeled as Wonder Woman from today on? Not a bad thing.
No, I love this character. I love Diana. I love everything that she stands for. No.
第二个问题的回答就是他不担心，没关系。好，谢谢刚才这位朋友，已经消失在人海中了。好，那下一位直接拿到话筒。
Wonder Woman is a film led by female characters, Diana, Hippolyta, and the Amazonia warriors. What was it like to be a part of it?
As a guy, for Chris. What is it like to be a part of this?
He really suffered being among so many beautiful women. He cried every day.
每天哭。He's crying a little now.
Missing them.
That was so cool. That was incredible. I'm still just stunned. I'm stunned. I'm sorry. I'm still in this.
This is the first time for you, also.
I'm not usually, to be honest with you, not a huge fan of 3D. For God's sake, I'm sitting in the front row. It's like up my nose the whole time. But that was incredibly dynamic, man. It was a killer. But your question, it was great fun. I base every experience on the people that I work with, and as long as they're nice humans and like a giggle, as Gal does and Patty does, I'm kind of an easy. I'm pretty easy. So this group of women was incredible, strong and fun and passionate, and great storytellers, great craftsmen. So I had a ball. It was not a rough game.
So you didn't cry every day?
Every other day? Sheer joy. I was shooting in Italy with a bunch of beautiful women. It was not a bad gig.
所以他没有每天哭，他哭的时候眼泪都是喜悦的眼泪，因为他是说，喜欢跟有智慧的这样独立的，然后有力量的人在一起工作，刚好这是一群非常棒的女性，所以总的来讲，他很享受这个过程。好，我们下一个问题。Let's see, where is that? Where? Oh, over there.
I want to ask Patty, is what do you think is your advantage as a female director to direct the female superhero movie?
You know, historically, in comic books in America, there have always been amazing male and female superheroes. Wonder Woman, the biggest ever, has been around for 75 years. So I think that it's nothing new for there to be a great superhero. And the greatest advantage to being a woman directing it is that I just treated her like a grand superhero instead of like she was any different because she was a woman. And so, you know, I just made a movie about a hero who I thought was so impressive, and that's what Wonder Woman deserves. And of course, I'm honored that I get to do it, and I'm excited that we as women get to do it as well. But I think just focusing on making a grand superhero was the best part.
刚刚其实在问的就是作为女性导演有什么特殊的感觉呢？导演其实说呢，就是并不 ，they're excited because they think more is going to happen. Maybe. 所以导演是说呢，他只是拍好一个超级英雄，不管他的性别是什么。OK， 好，下一个问题。
我想问一下，
在哪里？
这边。
哦 ，OK。
我想问一下我的女神加朵，就是刚才我们也看到片段，然后天堂岛的景色非常美丽，就是想问你们一下，就是在当地拍摄的时候，你的感觉如何？
Okay, question for Gal. Shooting in Paradise Island,
Paradise Island.
Yeah. How was that for you?
In Italy, we shot Paradise. The Mascara was shot entirely in Italy, or as we used to call it, Italy, because we didn't stop eating there. And it was wonderful. We shot it around April, after we shot the entire movie during the winter, the English winter. So it was a really, fresh, great. It was amazing to have some sunlight and vitamin D. And honestly, for me, it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm a woman, but finally to be able to see such an amazing fight sequence with 100 women, right? How many women were in?
There were about 75 on the beach, but there were hundreds for everything we were shooting.
So it's so original and powerful and beautiful. yeah, I'm very proud of it. Italy was great.
So Italy, I have to explain that part. 这是在意大利拍的，然后他是说他们都叫 Italy， 因为每天都在吃。然后是4月份拍的，所以觉得特别爽，因为之前整个电影其他地方都是在英国的冬天拍的，哇，这么冷，所以他到了这个天堂岛特别开心，而且呢，就是可以在同一个这个打斗的这个场面里，一共有100多个女性的演员，所以也是特别难忘。好 ，OK，our next question。
想问一下男主角派
站起来了吗？在哪？
这里。
哦，对。
想问一下男主角派，你之前是否熟悉神奇女侠这个女英雄？还有就是作为一个男性的话，他觉得他吸引观众的主要的点在哪里？谢谢。
Okay. So for Mr. Pine, were you familiar with Wonder Woman before? And what do you think is the most attractive about Wonder Woman for a male viewer? For the
my father actually was very good friends with Lyle Wagner, who played the original Steve Trevor in the Carter TV show. So that was kind of, Wonder Woman is kind of iconic culturally, whether or not you know the series all that well. So of course I was familiar with Wonder Woman, but not really with the story or anything. And in terms of attractiveness, I don't know.
It's a matter of taste. Some like her more, some.
I would say personally for me, what I think Gal brings to the character is it's a very tricky thing because you have to be, you have to bring great strength and an incredible real vulnerability. And Gal plays something very hard, which is naivete, which is not. It's a very hard thing because it's not dumb. It's a bright-eyed, youthful thing that you can't fake really. And Gal has that. She's just kind of a lovely spirit genetically, so that's a wonderful quality that she brings to it.
So that's what male viewers would mostly go to see.
If they're maybe writing a thesis on Wonder Woman, I don't know. But if they watch the film, they'll find many things that they're fall in love with Gal about.
OK， 好，那他说呢，首先他很熟悉 Wonder Woman，谁不熟悉呢？但是呢，他自己的父亲是的一个好朋友呢，就是在我们大家小的时候看的这个 Wonder Woman 的电视剧里就演他这个角色，所以他从小就对这个感觉还是有亲近感。那么至于男性观众去看什么呢？你们觉得呢？那个 Chris 说呢，是因为Gal 演的 Wonder Woman 是有一种童真，就是他很多东西可能不知道，但是他并不是傻，是充满了一种真正发自内心的童真，他觉得这个是最有吸引力的。好，下一个那边。
我想问一下导演 Jack Prince，神奇女侠在那个边超中的时候，她是非常的惊艳，然后同时也能让观众对此非常的充满期待。那么这一次影片中它是一个单人的长片，然后会不会担心观众无法满足观众？然后对此导演您是做了一些什么样的准备呢？谢谢。
做了一些什么样的准备 ？Okay, so when Gal's Wonder Woman first made her appearance, it was in Zack's Batman v Superman. But this time it's a standalone film with a female lead, superhero lead. So what kind of concerns and what kind of preparations did you make to make sure that this film met everybody's expectations?
Well, I think the exciting thing was, Zack did such an amazing job of presenting this incredible character and casting the best person in the world to do it. And so here was this incredible character, one that I love and one that I have always loved. But it was thrilling to get to tell the story that leads up to that character existing, which is her origin story. And that's what every superhero deserves, a great origin story to tell how they became the superhero that they were. So the two things went very hand in hand. you know, our film jumps back in time, and we kind of had the freedom to lead up to that moment that had been so beautifully done.
好的，首先呢就是蝙蝠侠大战超人导演 Zack 坐在这儿，并且也是这个。You have a lot of fans in China, Zack. By the way, did you know this? Anyway, you do. He does know it. Okay. 所以呢，就是在 Zack 的蝙蝠侠大战超人里面呢，第一次而且选了最棒的一个演员来扮演 Wonder Woman。所以呢，刚刚导演呢是说，其实在这部影片里呢，讲的是在这个之前发生的事情，他所有做的准备呢是让大家来了解，就是Wonder Woman 是怎么成为在那个电影里面的那个样子的。所以，我想看着你，但是我已经找不到你了。对 ，OK， 好，所以这个是他做的所有的这些准备。好，我们还应该再有时间，还有2-3个问题。下一位，
你好，
在哪里？茫人海深，在哪里？谁拿到话筒？刚才说你好了。
这里。
哦，在那儿。OK，over there。
想问一下加朵，就是因为她曾经是她是以色列小姐嘛，然后她在作为模特和演员的这个2个角色中分别有什么差别？然后我知道她想饰演神奇女侠，其实是经过非常激烈的竞争，然后她说那个过程就像就像坐过山车一样忐忑，所以想问一下她当时的心情，还有对这个角色的交集到底是怎样的？
都说了像过山车。
对，就是可以再描述一下当时的细节吗？
So the question is twofold. First of all, how do you what's the difference between being a model and an actress? And also she said that she's heard that while you were waiting for the casting decisions, that it felt like a roller coaster for you. She wants to know exactly how much of a roller coaster,
sure?
And exactly,
right.
you know,
gonna take time.
How was that?
There's a huge difference. There's some similarity. I'll take the first question first out of the way. There's some similarity between being a model and being an actress. You need to feel comfortable in front of the camera. You need to have some kind of expression and emotions in your eyes, but other than that, acting is a whole beautiful, interesting, deeper world that there's a lot more to explore. That's for that. Do you wanna?
Sure. 首先呢，做模特和做演员的区别，就是当然有一些是一样的，就是说你在镜头前得舒服啊，眼睛里不能是空的呀。但是事实上呢，真正做演员的，那么跟做模特的还是有天壤之别的。所以这也是他非常享受的一个现在的身份。Okay, and second one, the roller coaster part.
The roller coaster. So I had almost quit acting because I had so many almost, and it was really exhausting, and the rejection part is not easy. And I never planned on being an actress my entire life. So I almost decided to quit acting, but Mr. Zack Snyder saved my career. And I was in Los Angeles. I was just telling my husband, I'm not sure when's the next time we're going to come again to LA. And then I had a meeting, an audition that I didn't know what it was for with Zack. And I did the audition, and Zack is such, other than the fact that he's a genius, and he's an amazing director and filmmaker, he's such a great guy. And we had a lovely talk, and we started to talk about our families and our children. And then I went back to Israel to shoot an Israeli movie. And a few weeks later, they told me that they want me to fly back to Los Angeles to do a camera test with Ben Affleck. And I didn't know what it was for. So I asked my agent, so, okay, cool, what am I testing for? And then she asked me back, oh, you don't know what you're testing for? I said, no idea. So a few days later, Zack had called me, and he said, well, I'm not sure if you have her in Israel or not, how big she is, but did you ever hear about Wonder Woman? I was like, made sure he was still on the line. I said, Wonder Woman? Yeah, we know.
Very cool.
So you want me to test for Wonder Woman? Okay, cool. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Cut to, I was there in Los Angeles. I did the audition with Ben. It was great. It felt great for me. And then I had to leave back to do the Israeli movie in Israel. And I was waiting, and I thought that they're going to call me the day after, or 2 days after, or a week later to tell me that I got the part. But days had gone by, and crickets. No phone call, no nothing. And after feeling so positive, I started to have my doubts. And then I felt that maybe it's not mine. Who knows who else were auditioning. And then, like 3 weeks had gone by. I was like, oh, can I say fuck? I said, fuck them. They're lost. I don't want to be Wonder Woman. Okay, fine. They're lost. That's okay. I'll be whatever. And then another week had gone by, and then I started to think, well, maybe it felt so good. So it was like, for 6 weeks, I kept on thinking, what's going to happen? My entire life, I always felt like there's a big lack of representation for women in films. And all I wanted to see as a moviegoer and show as an actress is the real type of women who are everything. They're strong and confident and smart and vulnerable and warm and And finally I got the phone call. And he couldn't call me, you see? He knew right then. And that's it. The rest is history.
It's a roller coaster. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, somebody is transcribing this somewhere, right? This like day-to-day, moment by moment, day by day account. 好，那我们简要的说一下，刚刚听懂了没有？那个姑娘也已经悄悄的不见了。总之呢 ，Zack 呢第一次见他就已经知道是他了，但是呢，Gal 呢他。首先，在去试镜的时候都不知道自己试的是什么，而且都已经准备放弃，不想再做演员了，因为永远都在试镜，永远都选不中。然后呢，就试来试去，最后等了6个星期，他已经彻底又放弃了。然后你看 Zack， 本来第一天就已经知道了，让他等了6个星期。具体的细节，刚才一定有人把刚才所有说的每一句话在，谁把刚才那个剧本整个请大家传到网络上，可以仔细阅读。这个故事估计得可以写一本书。Okay, so they will be waiting for the book. Okay? Okay, 好，我们还有时间吗？还可以再好，在最后一个问题了，最后一个，谁拿到话筒？
你好，
在哪儿？
One more question for Chris.
One more question for Chris.
So you've worked with many actresses such as Anne Hathaway. How do you feel about the experience of working with Gal?
Like I said, I've been very lucky in my career to work with many different people, and all have unique talents under themselves. And I think, as I said before, I really, life is so short, and these things take so long, these films, that you want to spend time with people you really like. And I really, really like Gal, and she likes to laugh, and that's something I like to do. And we like to laugh together. And so we had a great time. And, these things are such... it's like a military effort. It's like they're huge adventures, these films, and it requires so much energy and time from everybody, and it all kind of descends from the top, and whoever's at the top, they set the tone, and the tone that Gal set on something that can be so overwhelming because she is the hero of this thing. She did it with such poise and equanimity and grace and joy. There was I never felt any sweat off her back. I never felt any tension that she then, as it can easily happen, someone can start yelling at someone for no other reason because they're just scared and fearful. But Gal was just a wonderful female on set. She was just cold most of the time because she wasn't very young.
所以 Chris， 总的来讲呢，就是说，因为拍电影是一个很漫长的过程，所以呢，最开心的时候呢，就是这个可以跟他喜欢的人一起工作。所以他说刚好这个 Gal 也很爱笑，他也喜欢笑，所以他们可以一起笑，所以整个拍摄过程很开心。这个是最重要的。但 Gal 最后说他其实是很冷酷。But you're not. Okay, is that all the time? That's it? Oh. Okay, so that's all the time we have for the Q&A part. I'm sure everybody still has lots more questions. But to thank you for being here, taking all the questions, we have some presents for you. Okay, 所以呢，每一次我自己都特别喜欢这个环节，就是呢，当然他们远道而来，已经可以感觉到中国影迷的这个厚爱。那么每次我们都有影迷要上台来送礼物。So one of your representatives of your fans is gonna come on the stage. I'm going to ask you to please stand up. 也请工作人员同时把椅子撤一下，来，我们往前来。Let's take a step forward so that we can. Oh my goodness, she's got the cuffs and everything. 好，那先给大家。How's your English? You want to do this in English? 好，你用中文也可以。So she's gonna describe the presents for you.
这是上海的名小吃，叫那个南翔小笼包。它里面其实包含所有的营养，就像我们所看到的神奇女侠一样，它里有我们想看到的一切。我觉得这是我们可以给到她最好的礼物。
Okay, so this is a traditional Shanghai cuisine. 打开 Okay, it's Shanghai dumplings. So, one plate for each of you. You can actually hold it up. Don't eat it yet. You can hold it up and take a picture. So it's all the good stuff wrapped up in one, just like Wonder Woman. A group photo. How, 谢谢你，请工作人员帮我们把礼物收一下。Okay, don't eat it yet. They're gonna hang on to that for us, and maybe they should take your mics too, because we want to do our last photo op with the pose. 好，我们请工作人员也帮忙把话筒拿一下，好吗？ Or they're here. Okay, so before you guys came in, we asked all of the members of our audience today if they knew the iconic, call it a pose, that is the, okay. 所以今天我们在我们今天发布会最后，请各位起立，跟我们一起感受一下 Wonder Woman 的力量。So everybody, yes, so they are going to share in this wonderful experience in the power of Wonder Woman. How? All right, let's see how the photographers are going to do this. All right, on the count of 3. All right, 1. We want to do it this way? All right, everybody in the audience, 来，我们大家一起。1, 2, 3.6月2号在电影院不见不散，祝票房大卖！谢谢大家。